Hello and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Warpforge, and someone very particular actually asked for another episode of this, so you know what? I love this game, so I'm more than happy to play more of it, and we're just gonna jump in straight away to the multiplayer. I have actually been loving playing as this guy. I don't know what it is, but I really like the way that they play. I don't know whether this is just me or not. I haven't actually tried any of the other decks, so what we're gonna do is we'll just play as my preferred deck for the moment, and then we're gonna go and maybe try something a little bit different afterwards. Oh, it is another Space Marine. Alright, okay. Not a big fan of that. Alright, well, whatever the case, we're just going to replace all of the cards that we currently have. Ooh, we got... no, we didn't get particularly lucky, as you could see. Oh, no, actually, wait. No, this is lucky. Okay, not too bad, okay. Bear in mind that we can basically summon psychic powers, or in other words, stratagems, into the game anytime we want. I'm just gonna get this guy out here right away, and we're just gonna go for a bit of slappy. That's it. We're just gonna go for a bit of that, and well, we've both got the same amount of HP, and technically this guy would have to use ranged attacks to be able to get past us. Ooh, yeah, using a 1 damage attack already. Okay, that was an ephemeral card as well. Bear that in mind. That's a very smart move right there, using a ranged attack for that particular card, because that means he's not going to take that much damage, because that person that we put out there was not that strong. Also, I could use point blank shot, but I'm actually just going to use that for something else, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for, I'm thinking probably this one. Yeah, we're going to go for that one. That seems pretty good. And we're just going to go for a little slappy once again, because obviously we don't want to stick around for too long. We want to make sure that we deal as good damage as possible, just in case, because we've got a lot of like instant damage in our hand right now. And I mean, you can see that we've got 2 damage, we've got 5 damage. We've got more things that we can do here. Like, for example, this Primaris Captain is looking really good. I mean, you can see here, Codex. As far as I'm aware, Codex, yeah, it does something when you use up all your energy. So, in other words, we do this. I've used all my energy. I don't know whether that gets activated at the same time. I don't think it does, unfortunately. But that's absolutely fine. Anyway, we've got a good energy curve right here as well. I don't know whether you've noticed that, but we do. Because look at this guy right here. This is a fantastic card. It's a 5-cost card. We have it. We can use it next turn straight away. If that doesn't work out for us, I can just use our sniper here, which is also a very good card. And no, it seems like we're actually not doing too badly. Okay, nice. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to be playing this guy. He's a vanguard, so they're going to need to use ranged attacks against us and so on and so forth to actually be able to make that work. But I'm perfectly happy with this. And that guy has now been silenced. As far as I'm aware, he... What can he do now? What does this do? Yes, this unit cannot do melee attacks. Okay, so that's actually perfect. He can't do melee attacks. So that means... Can we attack with this, actually? Yeah, no. We did take damage from it, but that's absolutely fine. So we're just going to attack normally here. And, yeah, this guy's obviously going to attack with range, but that's fine. You know, that's really not that big a deal. As we are just about to summon, well, technically next turn. Oh, that's such a good card. That is such a good card for this particular opponent's deck to have, because having 1 damage really makes a huge difference in almost every single situation. You may not think it because it's literally 1 damage, but it is very useful. So, yeah, that's something to consider. Anyway, here we go. Heal 2 to a random friendly unit. That sounds really good. And I can also do 2 damage here, technically. But we could also just literally go straight up and do 5 damage. But I kind of want to use 5 damage as a way to finish off our opponent, because he doesn't know that we have that card. You know, he doesn't know that. And unless he's really good at the game and he knows all about all the other cards, of course, you know. So that might very well be the case. Anyway, I think I might just do this. Let's see, 1 to 3 damage. Yeah, I'm going to take Smite right here. And this is an ephemeral card, so we're just going to do a little bit of that. That did 1 damage. Are you serious? Okay, fine. Well, whatever the case, we're just going to do a little bit of range damage right there. And we can also do 2 damage here if we want to. Not gonna do that. Does this guy actually pin down a random enemy? No, we're not going to be using all of our mana, unfortunately, here, or all of our energy, shall we say. So I'm just going to do a nice little bit of damage there. This fellow can actually finish us off now with a regular attack, but we did get 7 damage out of it, so I think that's pretty good. I think that's fine. So I don't have too many regrets about our current situation. Ooh, that's a nice one. Yeah, I personally feel like the Space Marines or the Ultramarines actually have some really good cards, really strong board control kind of cards. Like, that's the reason why I'm kind of enjoying playing with them. And you can see here, look at this guy, he's got 5 HP. I can literally just use Death from Above right now and get rid of him if we want to do that, but I don't really see the point in it, to be honest. What does Blast do? When doing a ranged attack, deal X damage to units adjacent to the target. Whoa, that's actually kind of incredible. So we're just going to use this straight away, and then we're going to be using this. There we go, and that's healed up. Very nice indeed. And now we're just going to continue doing some damage to this guy, because he obviously, you know, we can't... Oh, wait a minute. If your Warlord is attacked, deal 2 damage to the attacker. I didn't realize that it had that. Okay. I did not realize that it had that ability. That's actually extremely useful. Very, very useful. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I have no problem with that. We are slightly doing quite well. I'm gonna be a bit tentative about that at the moment, because what we can so far do is we have 7 damage in our hand, and we have 2 damage from our Warlord. So theoretically, if I'm able to get something a little bit here, I might... Oh, wait. Oh, I can already win this, actually. I can already win this, I think. Let me just try and see if I can do something here. Okay, we're gonna just get Smite here. Gonna just use that straight away. That's 3 damage. Wow, that was really nice and easy. And boom, there we go. He's dead. And that's it. Done. And that's the point. You put up these taunts. The taunts are not going to do anything against ranged attacks. And this is the reason why I think this deck is actually really, really strong. I don't know. It feels really, really strong to me, even though they've got not that good of a curve. Usually when you play these kinds of games, I don't know whether you have that much experience playing these. Obviously, I have no idea. But if you don't, usually what transpires here is, unless you have something very specific in mind for your theming of the deck or anything like that, usually you want to go for something that has an even curve going up here. So you want to have, you know, a couple of 1 cost, a couple of 2 cost. You want the majority of your units to be maybe 2 cost, 3 cost, 4 cost, and then the curve starts to reduce dramatically as you go to 5, 6, 7 and above, of course. Usually you don't want those to be much more. However, with this deck, as you can see, 5 cost is overwhelmingly the predominant presence here. So that's really, really interesting to me. So I don't know, I just really like that. This one's a little bit more balanced here, as you can see. So this curve is a little bit easier to utilize. This curve is not so much. Obviously, you've got to bear in mind that there are 3 different warlords here. This guy, I don't even know what this guy does. What does he actually do? Oh, he's got honor guards. Is that the guy that we just fought? Actually, I think that might be the warlord that we just fought. So that's actually really interesting. Anyway, I did actually try out, I think, all of the orkz. I did try out all of the orkz. So why don't we play as the necrons once again? Should we try playing as the necrons once again and see what happens? Because last time I played as the necrons, I really didn't do very well. Let's just say that. So yeah, might be a little bit problematic. I'm going to go for this guy, I guess. Contain the enemy and bide your time to gain great power and scour the battlefield with the greatest warriors of the Sautek dynasty. Alright, let's try it out and see what happens. I'm looking forward to this because I actually do like the aesthetic of the Necrons. I think they look super cool. I mean, basically a lot of things in Warhammer look super cool. So, you know, it happens. It happens. Anyway, whoa, there's a bunch of really cool ones here. Unfortunately, these are not really going to be that useful to us. I guess I'm actually going to replace all of them and just hope for a 2-cost. Yeah, we did get a 2-cost, but this is a protection protocol, which is a stratagem. So that's actually not going to be that useful. Oh, we did get Relentless March here, though, so that's actually really nice. So we can just play that straight away. I'm actually not going to be... I'm not going to be attacking, actually. As this character, I'm actually not going to be attacking. I'm just going to let our enemy attack us here, because this guy is most likely going to be pretty aggressive. I'm going to assume. The orcs, you know, you know how they are. They're gonna do quite a lot, you know, to try and murder us. He didn't have a 2-cost. Okay, that's interesting. Didn't have a 2-cost card. Give +3 health and Vanguard to a friendly troop, or reanimate a friendly remnant. We could do that, or we could do this. This has flank though. I actually want to use this for flanking actions, so I'm not going to do that. We could do this, which is going to be quite useful. Yeah, I'm going to just play on curve, I suppose, and just use a 3-cost here. And that's pretty much all we can do. I could attack here, but I don't think I'm gonna do that either. I think I'm probably just gonna leave it, I guess. I mean, actually, we could attack. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna attack. Just get that guy dead. If he dies, then that's absolutely fine, because we can actually just summon another one after this anyway, and we already have something on the board. That's the thing that I'm mostly considering here, but I was also thinking, well, maybe the enemy is going to use something on the 1 health, you know, because if they actually decide to use something against the 1 health card that we have on the side here, that's kind of a win for us, you know what I mean? That kind of helps us a great deal. Okay, so I'm actually really surprised that this fellow is not really doing much to us, so I'm actually just going to summon this. Going to use this thing right here, and we're just going to give that a little bit of extra HP, and we're just going to do damage. We're just going to do damage. There we go. We're building things up, but I am wholeheartedly assuming that what this fellow is trying to do here is going to use a board clear. Ah, yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That is the thing that I'm talking about right there. That is a big strength that quite a few people were talking about in the chat the other time that I recorded this. And it's all about the fact that these orc decks come with some extremely potent, you know, kind of like board clearing abilities. So like, for example, they have cards that can completely destroy units, and you can basically just bide your time. And I think that's probably what this particular opponent is doing to us right now. So yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably going to be a bit of an issue. Okay, deal 2 to 4 damage to all enemies. That actually seems pretty cool. We can do flank here. This is actually going to kill the enemy really, really easily. Flank, let me just make sure that I'm actually doing this right, because I want to make sure... Yeah, this unit can attack enemy troops the same turn it goes into play, but it cannot attack warlords. So that's actually really nice. So we're just going to take that straight into combat here. We're just going to do damage to this thing. Just take it out real fast. As you can see, it's obviously not going to do that much damage to us, which is great. And we could probably just do damage. We could just do damage. That's absolutely fine. There we go. And that's the thing. This guy's got regeneration as well, which is absolutely perfect. And he's also got Vanguard too, so the opponent is going to have to use ranged attacks if they want to get by the taunt. But here's the thing. As far as I'm aware, yeah, there we go. There's the thing that's coming in right there. Hopefully we're going to get good RNG. Yeah, the RNG wasn't too bad. Yeah, but... Oh, okay. Apparently used a melee attack. Or, no, that was a ranged attack, actually. Okay, so I'm super surprised that they decided to do that. Technically, what he could have done was he could have attacked this. Alright, okay. I'm kind of surprised about that. Alright, well, whatever the case. I guess that's it. Alright, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Okay, what does Rally do, actually? Triggering an effect when this card, this unit is played from the hand. Okay, well we've got lethal on the board right now, as far as I'm aware. We have 11 damage plus 2, so yeah, we basically have lethal. So I can just attack straight away here, and that is all she wrote. Yes, indeed. I was very much thinking that this was going to be an opponent that was trying to draw out the match long enough to get to 7 energy, because as soon as they get to 7 energy, they can actually play this card. Let me see if I can actually find it to show you, because is it this one? Yes, this one right here. This is, in my opinion, what they were trying to do, because what they're going to try, obviously, is to hold out for as long as possible and then use this. Now, that's the reason why, in my opinion, Goth is the best deck for the orcs at the moment. I could be wrong about this, because I've obviously played, all of them. But for me personally, I think the mob here, the Gretchen mob, is amazing, because you can deploy 3 grots, which are these things right here. They're not good, obviously, they're not good, but they are just to delay the opponent if the opponent has primarily melee-based units. So, for example, as you can see, they all have Vanguard, right? There's 3 of them and they all have Vanguard, so that would make a huge difference to being able to get to this point where you can actually use the Will of Gork. But the problem with the Will of Gork, of course, is that there's only 1 of them in your deck. I don't know whether any of the other decks actually have this. Yeah, they all have Will of Gork, by the looks of things. No, not this one. The mechanical guy doesn't have Will of Gork. But a lot of the other ones do. This one doesn't. But yeah, they also have Rock Invasion as well. As I've said before, this is really, really strong. So it could also be that they were trying to draw out the game until that point. But we had a lot of fun playing with that guy, right? I played this one, right? Yeah, I played that one. So we could try something a little bit different. We could play as this guy, master the power of divination to always be 1 step ahead of the enemy and execute your artificious plans. Or Mutek the Stormlord. No, I think we'll play as the Diviner fellow. I think that sounds like a fun idea. And then I think what we'll do is we'll play 1 more game with the Necrons, and then we might play with 1 deck of the Orcs, just to kind of round out the episode. I think that sounds like a fun idea. Alright, so a Technomancer. This is completely different. So Artifice, what does Artifice do again? Does something when playing a stratagem. Oh yes, okay, so that's basically a spell. So whenever you have a spell, you can cast that, and then the stratagem will activate the Artifice thing, which is pretty cool. Okay, choose a friendly troop. No, not going to do that. Choose a card from your deck and move it to the top. That's actually pretty useful. 2 damage. No, this is all pretty terrible for me at the moment. Okay, so I'm probably wanting to get a 4-cost, I guess. Get a 4-cost, or we could go for a 2-cost that I could play on turn 4, but that's really not very good. Gonna go for the Crypto Thrall, I suppose. I think that sounds pretty decent. And I'm not gonna be playing anything else. I actually don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I am not a fan of not playing something useful. You see, that's the reason why usually if I were to play this game or play any CCG, then I would always try to make a deck that has something to play on these first turns. But that's definitely giving my opponent an advantage here, because if they can get a unit out on the battlefield that is a 2-cost, that is a relatively strong 2-cost, so like a 2-2 or a 1-3, in other words, 2 attack, 2 HP, or 1 attack, 3 HP. Oh, okay, interesting. The Warlord is just gaining buffs. All right, is it that one? Is it that deck? Okay, if it's that deck, that's kind of interesting. Okay, guess we're gonna find out. All right. So yeah, I guess we'll just play this guy, and yeah, that's pretty much all I can do here. We're just gonna attack, I suppose. I mean, there's not much more I can do, is there? But what's really cool about this particular deck is that even if this thing dies, it doesn't actually matter, because we are gonna then get it back with the reconstitution protocol. As you can see, it says choose a friendly troop that died this game and put it in your hand. So you are going to need to pay the cost, which is obviously a bit of a problem. You do have to pay the cost once again, which is but you do get that extremely important unit back, or an extremely important unit, something at least. Because here's the thing, obviously if this is the only thing in your graveyard, then of course this is the only one you're going to get back. So it's basically guaranteed. So that's quite good. Okay, what's actually going on here? Okay, that guy's... Okay, okay. Yeah, so this is a buff deck by the looks of things. So I don't know whether I've played this one, actually. Yeah, I don't know whether I've played this one. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so... right now, I am not looking forward to this. This is a little bit problematic. Actually, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay. So we should be able to do something here, but I'm not going to get to play my Crypto Thrall, which makes me very sad. But they are going to need to attack the Crypto Thrall if I put it out on the battlefield. So I'm thinking that we're probably going to just do that. We're just going to put it out there, and I am just going to attack the... we've got to kill this, right? We've got to kill this. So we're just going to kill that right away. And then I'm not going to attack anything, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Shocking, isn't it? Yes, very shocking. Anyway, yeah, I think that seems like a pretty decent idea, because they can't actually kill it. They can't kill my, Technomancer unless they use ranged attacks. And if they only have 3 damage, they only have 3 damage on the board right now. And yeah, no, they're just going to go straight through. They're just going to go straight through this guy, which is absolutely fine because we do have the Technomancer, as I've said before, and this can reanimate a random friendly remnant. And this has remnant, as you can see. So what that's going to do is if this guy actually does get killed, the Crypto Thrall, then we should theoretically be able to resurrect it. At least I hope so. So let's see what happens. I'm actually really surprised that they haven't attacked. Oh, there we go, there we go. They're attacking with that now. Okay, that is to be expected. This guy's going to try and kill the Technomancer. I'm assuming... Oh, you didn't want to kill the Technomancer. Okay, that's very strange. Okay, I would have killed the Technomancer, actually. Maybe he doesn't know. You know, maybe our opponent is a little bit unaware of what the Technomancer can do. Because obviously right now, what I can do is I can literally play this, kill that thing, and then my Technomancer is going to be able to revive that. Which is exactly what just happened. So that's obviously not very good for him. Yeah, that's not very good at all. Alright, well, I'm going to get the Gauss Warrior. This is really, really good in my opinion, so we're probably going to do that. Because it gains buffs. Yes, it gains many, many buffs. And we're just going to be doing some more damage here. The Technomancer, I'm not going to be attacking with the Technomancer at all. I want to make sure that it maintains its HP as long as possible. And I think next turn, I will be playing the Hexmark Destroyer. Because as you can quite clearly tell, it is insane. It does a lot of damage to basically everything. Oh, that was really... was that random? No, that was random. That was really unlucky, actually. Yeah, our opponent really wanted this to hit this thing. That would have made so much difference, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So yeah, we're gonna literally just play the Hexmark Destroyer. I think. I'm kind of worried about this now. Actually, you know what? Let's not play that. We might want to play this. Because, give +2, we could, yeah, give +2 melee attack to a random friendly troop. Could be useful, because then we could actually eliminate this thing over there. And then we could use Reconstitution Protocol, technically. No, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. Okay, we're just going to play this big stompy guy, you know, big stomper. That's what we're going to go for here. And, yeah, I'm actually wondering whether we should even bother attacking at this point. I think we should, probably, but... yeah, actually, you know what? We can. We can do that. Let's actually attack. We're just going to attack with this. And there we go. Just going to eliminate that guy so that we don't take any additional damage from this. I am actually going to be dying very, very soon. Because my Warlord has actually taken a lot of damage. I'm actually super worried about this, that our opponent is just going to slap a bunch of cards down that have some kind of, you know, charge mechanic that can basically deal damage instantly. And so I'm super worried about that. But I do still have a Vanguard up, but that's obviously very negligible if they can just get by it super fast. They can literally just kill this with 2 damage. Anyone can have 2 damage very easily. But at the moment, I have how much on the board? I have 9, I have 15, alright? I have 15 damage on the board with a potential for 19 damage if Scythe Assault rolls the highest damage that it has on the card, which is 4, obviously. So that could be really useful, but otherwise, apart from that, I don't really have anything. So let's have a look. Okay, that's a backlash, right? Okay. That is a backlash, so that's going to do 1 to 3 damage to all units. Is he actually going to kill this thing himself? No. Okay, he has nothing. Okay, he has nothing that he can play. So that means this fellow either has a massive amount of really high tier units that he can't play right now, which would be really, really, really harsh for him, or something else. I have no idea what. But yeah, we're probably just... I don't even know. I don't even want to play that right now. No, actually, he's actually dead, I think. Isn't he? No, we have 9 damage. We can then do 11. We could do the Gauss Warrior. No, that's not going to do anything. We could do this, but this is not really going to do much. We're going to just play it anyway. We'll just play this as well, just because. And we can do... Well, we can do some damage, but it's not really going to do much either. I mean, what is this going to do? 1 to 3 damage. So technically, it has a very high chance of killing our units. So I'm actually kind of worried about that. I'm actually not going to attack, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to attack right now. You know what I should have done, actually? Instead of summoning the Gauss Warrior, I should have attacked with my Crypto Thrall, gotten it killed, and then used Reconstitution Protocol or the Ephemeral card that I had in my hand. That would have activated my Artifice ability from my Technomancer and got the Remnant back. I'm not sure how many times I can actually use this. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, the Squig is going to die. Obviously, it's going to eliminate a huge amount of our people, which is really bad. Yes, it is really bad, but it's fine because, you know, we've got some pretty good damage on the board at the moment. If he can't clear all of this, he's going to have Will of Gork. Does he? He doesn't have Will of Gork. Yeah, no. He would have used this straight away, wouldn't he? Okay, yeah, he doesn't have that. Okay, so this thing can do 5 damage. Are we dead? I don't think so. No, we're not dead just yet. No, he's actually possibly dead if this thing doesn't attack. If this thing attacks his... Yeah, no, he's dead now, yeah. He is absolutely dead. There is nothing that he can do about that now, so that's it. Yeah, that was very close, though. As you could see, that was very close. However, as I said, I pointed out my misplay. I should have played... that I should have played the Reconstitution Protocol to trigger the Technomancer and the Artifice ability. That would have made so much more sense than what I did. So yeah, that really made a huge difference. Anyway, this was the deck that the guy was playing, by the way, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, this was the deck that was being played. Oh, very interesting. Very low cost. Okay, wait a minute. Was this the one, really? Yeah, that is actually the one. Okay, very surprising that they didn't play anything too much. It seemed like a very... it seems like a very low-cost deck, but doesn't seem like they had anything that they could play, unfortunately. That's kind of weird. Okay, well, whatever the case. I think I've played almost all of them. Shall we play this guy? I don't even know what he's all about. Okay, he seems pretty fun. Why not? Let's play this fellow. All right. So yeah, this is going to be our final game, and I get carried away. You know, I get carried away with things that I really enjoy. So, you know, sometimes that happens. Other times it's just because I don't have enough time. You know, and yeah, that's how it goes. No, come on. There's bound to be. There we go. There's bound to be someone. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. Oh dear. Is this particular opponent playing the exact same? The exact same deck that I really like from the Ultramarines? It could be the case. That would be really, really bad, actually, if that was the case, because we know how effective that deck can be. So, yeah, might be a little bit problematic. Ah, yes, it is playing that one. Yep, he is playing that one. Okay, this is going to be real harsh. This is going to be real harsh. Okay, so we can use the attack squig, or we can use this. This is absolutely... I mean, this is basically pointless for me to play this right now, isn't it? This is absolutely pointless. So we're just going to literally just go straight up smack, and that's it. That's all we can really do right now. This is very bad, actually. This is not good. Yeah, I'm having some I'm having some flashbacks. Actually, wait a minute. This is not the same one, I don't think. Is it? I'm not sure, actually. Okay. Well, technically, this guy, yeah, pin down is not actually that useful because it prevents melee attacks, and these guys are mostly not melee. They're actually, you know, they're actually attacking units with, you know, ranged most of the time. So that is kind of pointless. But I guess what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to play this. We're just going to... Oh, to my troops. Oh, are you serious? I am an absolute imbecile. Okay, yeah. I am an absolute imbecile. I played that even though I shouldn't have. Okay, yeah. We're just going to apparently take massive damage from that guy to eliminate him for some reason. Don't know why we did that, but he was a flying unit, you see, so what you couldn't do is you couldn't actually attack him with melee. I should have really wanted to attack... I really wanted to attack him with melee, but obviously he's flying, so you can't do that. Anyway, we have rock invasion. If I can actually survive until that time, I should be pretty good. Deploy a random troop. Okay. Come on. What was that? Oh, destroy a random troop. Oh, I thought it said deploy. Oh no. Okay, that's actually fine. Whatever. Sure. You know, I'm using my energy, right? I'm using my energy. We've got this guy coming up next, which is actually a pretty cool character. I like this a lot. Because Sawbones is really nice. I think it actually gives us something good. I actually don't know. But we could do that. Or we could do this, which is actually pretty cool too. But I'm going to just play this guy because he's going to be kind of hard to eliminate, I guess. And otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we've got going on here, so that's absolutely fine. And yeah, create a card in your hand at the start of your turn. And what does he give us? He gives us this. Deal 1 to 2 damage. Yeah, heal. Yeah, so it's a heal. That's what I thought. So if this opponent cannot eliminate the Sawbones, then we will be very, very happy with that. This particular card has flank, so he will probably be able to kill... Oh, refill 2 energy. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, give +1 ranged attack. Oh, I see. I see. Some things are happening right here. Whoa, okay. That's some crazy stuff going on here. Yeah, it definitely doesn't want me to heal, as you can see right there. Okay, yeah, that's perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that. That is perfectly fine. I really do not mind. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to be playing this big stompy guy. He didn't do good damage, unfortunately. That was really, really bad, actually. Blind an enemy until your next turn, plus an additional random enemy. Okay, yeah, so blind cannot do ranged attacks, so this is really, really useful. I'm probably just going to be using that on this. And then we're just going to be doing this. There we go. Nice little bit of board clear right there. And so yeah, he can only do 2 damage. Yeah, that particular opponent can only do 2 damage, which is really good. And maybe I can actually survive until turn 10, which is when we have insane stuff that we can just put on the battlefield all at once. But yeah, that's highly unlikely. I'm going to assume that our opponent knows about that particular card and definitely does not want me to get there. And I don't blame them, to be honest. I really do not. Okay, ooh, this is a nice one. Oh, I like that. Yes, okay, I will be playing this. Very good, okay. We can take 5 damage with our Warlord here, or we can do massive damage with this. Huh. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna... Yeah, I think we're just gonna attack straight up this guy, or we could actually attack... No, that's not gonna do much. Let's just attack here. And we'll just eliminate the ranged character, because we don't want him to actually eliminate our other fellow, do we? So we're just going to do that. And that's fine. We've got the same HP. I think that's okay, but Obviously, this enemy right here, the big guy, the big stompy guy, he can do 9 damage, which is enough to actually eliminate our new little person here, which is actually kind of sad. But anyway, oh, he's drawing cards. Okay, okay, that's fine. Oh, okay, very surprising. I was not expecting that. Oh, that was a bad luck right there. That was some bad luck on his part. Okay, yeah, very good. Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that. Okay. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so we've got... that's also kind of... Oh, that's actually really bad. Oh, dear. I think I might be dead, actually. Yeah. I think I might be dead. There isn't much I can do now. Yeah, there is not much I can do. I think I'm done. I think I am done. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I think this is probably going to be a death for me, because we have 11 damage on the opponent's side, 9 energy to spend. I have so many high cost cards, it's just not going to work. And that's the reason why these kinds of decks, sometimes they work really well, other times they just don't. Oh, destroyed the squig? Oh, okay, that might not, that could have gone maybe a bit better, but okay, well, it didn't destroy anyone, obviously, as you can see right there. And we're just gonna die now. Yeah, there you go, we're just gonna die now. Oh no, what? He didn't attack with his warlord? Or did he already attack with his warlord? Okay, that's interesting. I actually thought that that would definitely be happening, but we have 2 HP remaining, which is really, really sad. So you can obviously see that there's my guy. We're just gonna go and attack and just get killed. You know, why not, right? But yeah, there you go. There you go. We actually got unlucky. Very unlucky right there, in my opinion, because this deck is actually not bad. It's just that we had all of our very high cost cards at the very end when we had nothing. We just had nothing. If I had gotten Will of Gork, it would have changed the entire course of action. Same thing with the Gretchen mob as well. That would have really made a huge difference too, even though they probably would not have really helped us that much, considering our opponent was mostly ranged. That's the reason why I've said multiple times that I personally think that these 2 decks right here are very strong, because they have units that have ranged damage. This ranged damage does so much when you are trying to get past Vanguard type units, because of course range just goes straight by them. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.